Right people, what's happening? I'm just going to have a quick chat there about how what you do in the past, if you didn't make very wise decisions in the past, that can come back to bite you 5 or so years later, right? I'm going to talk about my own personal situation without going into too much detail. Right, so about 5.5 years ago, just about 5.5 years ago, I would have had an interaction with the police on Gardaí Síochána. I was in the height of addiction at the time. I would have been under the influence of drink and prescription medication at the time. And an altercation broke out. I can't remember this now, but I was charged with assaulting a member of Gardaí Síochána. Shortly after this assault charge, I would have went into residential treatment to address my addiction issues to alcohol and prescription-based medications. And yeah, I went on. I'd done a 7-month program. The program was 3 months. I finished the 3 months. Then I stayed and done the program again, an extra 3 months. So I redone the program again. So that was 6 months. And then I stayed on for a month or so, just over a month, helping out around the premises. Other men that are dealing and trying to come through the other end of their addictions. It's a daily battle, like, but you get tools to get you by. And I'm now sober, just over 5 years, right? So there was a certain situation me and me missus and me daughter and all were waiting on an answer to. And we got our answer today. We were refused. We were refused on the grounds of my Garda clearance didn't check. I.e., the conviction I got for the assault on the guard. Right? It happened 5 years ago. And on this certain situation it says any conviction in the last 5 years. The incident happened 5 years ago. It was in COVID at the time, so the courts were held up. So I wasn't convicted until 3 years ago. The incident was 5 years ago, and it was 2 years in limbo between getting put back in COVID and all this. That didn't get dealt with till 2 years after the incident. I went guilty straight away on the incident, the first appearance in court, and then I went into residential treatment, and I have been clean ever since. But it's just a lesson, like, to show you that your past will always come back up on you. Now, this certain situation, I have lodged an appeal with this application we have open, shall we say. I have lodged an appeal and put in character references from the treatment centre I got back in the time, and the character reference I would have got from my key worker at the time, which has sadly passed away, Trevor Ennis. He's sadly passed away now, but at the time he gave me a reference regarding my character and how well I'd done on the programme, and it served me well because I'm still sober 5.5 years later. But for this minuscule little fact that this couple of years and the difference, I have done everything. I have done a complete U-turn in my life. Anyone that knows me personally knows I am not the same person I was 5.5 years ago. Nowhere near it. I was in a dark place and in the height of addiction at the time. So what I find unfair now is my family have been persecuted for my actions. My daughter, my soon-to-be second daughter, and my partner. Now, keep in mind that my daughter that's with us at the minute has additional needs, and I'm her full-time carer. Her mother is, after passing the first course in SNA, Special Needs Assistant, and she's going to pursue the second course to become a qualified Special Needs Assistant. So I'm full-time carer to her daughter, and she is pregnant with her second daughter that's due any day now. So I'll be looking after the two girls while Tracy Ann goes on and pursues this second course to become an SNA assistant, a special needs assistant, which takes place next year. It starts next year, the course. So my family are now been persecuted and been refused this certain situation for my actions 5 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a quick lesson. Like, your actions come back to bite you, people. No matter how much you try, you have to keep going. You have to keep soldiering on. So don't let it deter you. Don't let it stop you. But just let it be known, anyone out there, your actions have consequences. And unfortunately, I'm still paying for consequences of an incident that happened 5 years ago regarding me and a guard having an altercation, and I've been charged with assault for it. So the guard of clearance didn't clear, so now we're put to the back of a list again. Well, look, without going into too much detail, well, everyone and everything has been put before the Irish people that have done a lot worse than me, shall I say, but they'll be prioritised and everything. But my family's been persecuted for something that happened 5 years ago, just because I didn't get the conviction until 3 years ago. And no fault of my own, I went guilty at the earliest plea. And went to residential treatment to sort myself out 5 years ago. But just because the case didn't go ahead and I was convicted 3 years ago, it was used against me. For that time discrepancy, my family have been persecuted for my actions. It's a bit uphill to swallow. But just let you all know, people, there is actions to your consequences, and try avoid them if possible. Prevention is better than cure, shall they say. Prevent the incident, and you won't have to sort it. It's a bit uphill to swallow. I'm a bit discouraged, a bit disheartened. Me missus and me kids are suffering the consequences of my actions 5 years ago. It's just a loophole for these people, if you ask me.